Yo guys, Dark Ugly Buff here, and today I'm bringing you my 6th Wi-Fi battle. It's against my good friend Toby again. We last battled, I think it was the 2nd episode, and yeah, we've both improved quite a lot since then. I know it's been ages since I uploaded a Wi-Fi battle, because it's been quite a while, because I was revamping my team completely, and trying to work things out. And on the note of revamping my team, I did one of them slightly wrong, which was Galvantula, as you'll see coming out right now, because as most of you will probably know, it's a sticky web Pokemon, and yeah, I gave it spider web. So I think it was just a stupid mistake. I must have accidentally misread it or something. I must have been tired when I was leveling it up or something, and it just kind of completely slipped my mind, and I don't know why I gave it that, but yeah, so that was why at the beginning of this battle I thought I was going to do crap. So I decided to switch out because I know my Galvantula it could be a lot more useful later on, given that he's got a Gyarados, so I can use Volt Switch or Thunder, and he also has a Gothitelle, which I could use U-Turn on as well, because obviously that's 2 Pokemon I can work on. So yeah, I kind of death follow my Sableye because it's not really going to come very handy, because I'd rather have the Mienshao out. And his Shedinja brings out a really scabby Protect because he knows it has acrobatics, and yeah, it's going to come around anyway. He knew it was going to come around. He just wanted to try and stall the battle as long as he could. So yeah, it's 1 for 1, and he now brings out the Gengar. And that's not very good for my Mienshao, so yeah, I decided to switch out because I was hoping that Magnezone could do a little bit better, given that Gengar would have Sludge Bomb, but it also has Focus Blast apparently, which completely annihilates my Magnezone, completely ruining any plans that I had with it. Yeah, that wasn't the best moment, but things do begin to look up from here. I bring out my Vileplume. He lands a Sludge Bomb, doesn't do too much damage. Black Sludge will regain some of that HP anyway. I land a Tita Dance to bring on that Confuse Hex, and if I remember correctly, it does come in very handy. The fact that Confuse Hex does come as I'd hope. So as you'll see here, oh, he didn't. That was the first time. I think it was the 2nd time when it hit him. But he lands a Destiny Bond, and he was quite happy with this because he was thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to take out this Vileplume now, and stuff like that. And I obviously realised that Grass Knot wasn't going to do a lot, so I'm going to switch out from my Flower Power, and I'm going to bring out Galvantula again, if I remember correctly. Just sort of hoping for the best, because it's got Thunder and it's got Compound Eyes, so it's obviously higher accuracy rate. And this is when Confusion hit, which was really handy, because then it meant I could land a really nice clean Thunder and surprisingly knock it out, which actually was quite surprising to me. I was thinking it might be left on like 20% or something like that, but it just completely annihilated it. It was not what I was expecting at all. It wasn't even a crit, which surprised me further, to be honest. So yeah, now he brings out this lovely tanky thing, and I thought, nah, Galvantula he's not gonna do anything against this. It's just too defensive. So I switch out, so I can bring out my Choice Specs Focus Blast Reuniclus. And in a previous battle, I had a Infernape with Iron Fist and Mark Punch, and it destroyed this in one shot. But even with Reuniclus, with Choice Specs, with Focus Blast, which is like a triple strength, like compared to Mark Punch, it doesn't even do half damage, which upset me. I'm not sure if that's because it's not a stab for it or something like that, but it obviously didn't do a lot, and it surprised me, to be honest. So I land another one anyway, just to try and weaken it down. And it leaves it on about 7 or 8% health, not a lot, maybe 10. And I just thought, okay, let's just finish this with my Mienshao. And he uses Soft Boiled, which doesn't really matter in this case because Mienshao has Drain Punch with Fist Plate with Stab. But at that moment of thinking, he decides to switch out again to his Sylveon. And yeah, Drain Punch isn't very effective, but despite that, it still did about 40% damage, which I can't really fault, to be honest, because that was really good. That was a really good move. And also then I landed a U-turn because Mienshao's not going to come in very handy. And U-turn did a lot more damage than I thought as well. It did like almost the same amount of damage that Drain Punch did, despite the fact same. I think it's the same strength move. It's not even a stab. So I bring out Flower Power because it's got Sludge Bomb, which is super effective. And he comes out with a Hyper Beam, Pixelate Stab, and yeah, it manages to tank it very well. Because obviously Fairy's not very strong against poison anyway. I don't think he was anticipating it. And obviously he couldn't switch out because he has to recharge. So Sludge Bomb was just a quick free kill there. And everything seems to be going a lot better at this stage. So, yeah, everything begins to start looking up for me and stuff like that. And he brings that Gyarados. I'm just going to Death Fodder it because I don't want to switch out into something that can get wiped out really fast. So, Flower Power goes. He's not really needed anymore, to be honest. The Gyarados gets the Moxie boost, which is what he was wanting, so then he could Mega Evolve it. I bring out my Galvantula once again to land a Volt Switch, and then yeah, so he has this massive Gyarados on the field now. It's quite intimidating actually, given I've got a tiny little spider that's about 2 foot tall, and yeah, Volt Switch did about 6% damage even, which was really good. I mean, it was a crit, but it was a lucky crit at that. But who cares? I mean, 6% damage, you can't go wrong with that. He lands an Earthquake after that, which yeah, it did quite a lot of damage, but Reuniclus manages to tank it, probably quite from the HP, because it's been training HP in that, but he also lands a Waterfall straight afterwards, because it's faster. Because Reuniclus isn't designed for speed at all, as anyone would know who's done Reuniclus builds. Then I bring out my little trump card here, my Galvantula again, with the Thunder Compound Eyes, and you can just say goodbye to Gyarados, it wasn't going to last. That's why I was sort of thinking I could have landed Thunder instead of Volt Switch first. That could have been a better option, but it obviously wasn't. Well, it could have been actually, yeah. So yeah, he brings out the Gothitelle. Yeah. He was expecting a switch at this point, so it was a bad move for him using Calm Mind. And yeah, I think this is his last one, because yeah, and he's got the Blissey still. I'm not sure, but yeah. So I land another Bug Buzz, and just goodbye Gothitelle. Just you don't even need to say anything about that. It's just gone. It's out of this. Yeah, and then he's got the Blissey, which is his final Pokemon now. It should be, and Thunder does quite a nice amount of damage. So as you can see, given that obviously Galvantula's not going to do a lot, so but Ice Beam did a lot less than I thought it was going to do, because I thought he might have trained it in like special attack or something, but I'm not sure. I switch out, bring out my Mienshao to finish off what I was going to do before he switched out earlier, which was to Drain Punch it, and Ice Beam did more damage on my Wrath than it did on Galvantula, even though I thought Galvantula wouldn't last, but who cares? As long as they both survive, that's what matters really. Drain Punch completely wipes it out because of the Life Orb as well, so obviously as you'll see now, a bit of health disappears, as you'd expect. And that's the end of the battle. So yeah, it was a really good battle actually. I really enjoyed it. It was quite tense at first actually. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. It's been Dark Igloo worth playing Wi-Fi battles. So like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Thanks for watching. Peace.